This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Hey all my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel, where we embrace our femininity, increase our womanly values, and celebrate our brothers. So join me on our feminine journey to learn, heal, and grow. Hey there, my Crimsonites, and welcome to the Crimson Cure channel. I'm your host, femininity coach, and author of The Crimson Cure, and this is my perspective. So what we're talking about today is Miss Deelishis and Raymond, and how these black women are getting sent back to the streets because he divorced her. Now, for those of you who do not know who I'm talking about, Raymond Santana Jr. was one of the Central Park Five that got exonerated. Deelishis is a five. Okay. She started off with Flavor Love, the one that kicked off all these little reality shows, yada, yada, yada. That's who she is. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read an article. I'm going to play a little clip of an interview that she did with Kendra G when her and Raymond first announced and it was official and all of that. And then I'm going to read you another little article that exposes what we're really going to talk about, what Deelishis' real problem is. Because people think that she got him for his settlement money, and she might have got some money from it, but that is not Deelishis' motive. That is not her motive. And we're going to talk about what her motives really are. But first, I want to go ahead and I want to read a quick article. Let me share my screen. Okay. So Deelishis reacts to, oh no, not this one. I'm sorry. Wrong tab. Then I'll get it together at some point. Please excuse me. Let me go to the correct tab. This is the one that I want. Okay. Deelishis calls husband Raymond Santana a narcissist and a cheater, couple headed for divorce. I'm tired of these chicken heads with narcissists. Who taught these chicken heads that word? Anyway, this is them. All right. Deelishis and Raymond Santana have hit Splitsville. Santana, who is one of the exonerated men of the Central Park Five, has filed for divorce. On March 1st, Deelishis, born Chandra Davis, revealed on social media she and Raymond are no longer together in a post where she accused him of cheating. I married a narcissist who is a complete liar and a cheat. Deelishis captioned the post, "I'm finally ready to speak my truth." But he left you though, sis. Anyway, narcissists don't leave situations where they're in control. They don't even get into situations where they're not in control in the first place. Yeah. According to TMZ, Santana and the former reality star have been separated since November the 7th in legal documents. Santana claimed that their marriage is irretrievably broken with no hope of reconciliation. They've been married for 20 months. That's less than 2 years. Girl, bye. They tied the knot in June 2020 after getting engaged 6 months after meeting each other. After being introduced to each other by Candy Bears, it wasn't love at first sight and sparks didn't fly until later. She said she ended up in the friend zone for a little while. That's because she ain't like him. She put herself in the friend zone. She put him in the friend zone. Men do not really put women in the friend zone unless he really not feeling her. Especially there is no romantic inclination at all. If a man put you in a friend zone, he does not see you as anybody he would ever lay a hand on, not even hypothetically. Anyway. So after a whole lot of that, I finally DM'd him and said, "You like another picture, you're going to owe me lunch." He said, "Yeah, dinner too." I said, "Okay." So it took a turn I wasn't expecting, but was definitely open to. She said during an interview on V103. Excuse me. "I started paying more attention to their stories, specifically his, and I asked him out. But he put me in the friend zone for about 2 months." In another interview, Deelishis says she also wanted Santana to understand she wasn't after his money once they began dating. Let me tell you, Kendra, she's talking to Kendra G. When he first got with me, because Raymond had a few women, however, he thought I was gonna be after his money. I needed him to pull up to my subdivision. I needed him to pull up to my crib. I needed him to pull up to my estate and see what I had done for me and my kids on my own, handling my business, because she got 2 kids. So that he knew that I don't need you. I want you, but I don't need you. I got my own. Matter of fact, mine probably topping yours. They have both deleted all posts of each other from their Instagram pages. For their divorce proceedings, they have found an agreement to resolve their matters outside of court. So let me stop sharing this real quick. I may come back to this on a live stream. I'm not real sure. I'm going to play a little bit of the video. This video is the interview that her and Raymond did with Kendra G. This was the year that they got married. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm just going to play a little bitty part, and then I'm really going to get into what I'm talking about. But I need to give y'all this context so that y'all can understand what I'm saying and why I'm saying it. So here we go. So we're just going to pick up right here.
All together, y'all gonna have some babies?
Of course. Yeah, for real. I'm trying.
You wanna have, you ready to have another baby, girl? Forget that tummy tuck, girl.
Yeah, she can forget that.
Okay, she told me what her list of prayers was before she met you as her husband. Did you have requirements of what you're looking for in a wife?
No, not even. For me, it was just about love and connection and looking at substance. And so once I got to know her as a person, I started to see there was a lot of substance there. And I knew because she was very domesticated, she takes care of her children, takes care of her house. And I was very impressed. Like the first time I walked into her house, I wanted her to come take care of my house. Because my house was like an ultimate bachelor house.
Yo.
And her house was real like family oriented.
Let me tell you, Kendra, he first got with me because Raymond has women. Now he's an old prestigious, speaker, very prolific. However, let me tell you, he had some women, some little hot things.
Right.
I guess he assumed that's who Deelishis was because he met me through other people, so he didn't have his own perception of who I was.
That's it. There's so much more to this, but I told you I wasn't gonna let it play all the way through. Not necessary. The part that I wanted you to hear was the part that he said about when Kendra asked him, she said, Deelishis had a whole list of what she wanted, but did you have any requirements? And he said no, and that was the biggest problem. He had no requirement for his wife, us connection and love. Listen, Deelishis ain't about no connection and no love. All right. He was incarcerated for a total of 5 years. He was 16 years old, 15 or 16, when that whole entire incident of them being accused and convicted, he was a teenager. So his experience with women would have been very limited. High school stuff. Nothing serious. Nothing. He wouldn't have been out there prior to this, having actually had dealings with a lot of women. He was a boy. He gets out, he gets exonerated, gets out. Okay. And then it's like, okay, he's a young man. This thought culture and all of that really surpassed him, because now he's having to pick that up and deal with thought culture as it transforms. So Deelishis is advanced for him. Deelishis is advanced, right? This situation was not about their money, okay? This situation, them being divorced, for him is about values, a value difference, and the fact that he was saving himself from Deelishis. Deelishis is a succubus. Deelishis is a succubus. That is who Deelishis is. Deelishis extracts energy from men, not necessarily their financial resources. And I'm going to prove to you why this is not really about financial resources. Because if she was a deal as a wife, she'd have been taken already. Deelishis is not a young, she ain't no spring chicken, all right? Deelishis is in her 40s, I do believe. So she's not a spring chicken. She has not been married before Raymond, ever. Not even really for what we know, having a long-term relationship that was publicized at all. She came into prominence for being one of the thoughts that Flavor Flav had on his show. Here's what I'm talking about. Here is the kicker box with Miss Deelishis, and why I'm saying she is a succubus. She is a predator of men. I'm going to share something else with you. Exclusive. Former reality star and model Deelishis has been dating a high school boy for over a year. Tons of evidence, pics of him in her bedroom. This was like 2014. Hear ye, all townspeople. Y'all better gather around and come get this tea. Former reality star and model Deelishis is robbing a cradle. See, the other day she posted a picture of her attending a high school prom with a young man. We thought it was innocent, but roommates don't play. Child. They dug a grave in that yard and found out that Miss Deelishis is actually dating this young man and has been dating him since he was a junior in high school. According to our calculations, Miss Thang has been dating this man for over 59 weeks with photo evidence, and that would place their relationship to 15 months ago on record, meaning the boy had to be either 16 or 17 when they started dating. We have had a lot of people doubting us, but we will let the evidence speak for itself. Check out this pic of him in her bedroom the morning after prom. Look at how the background is the same. This is it. This is it. He posted a picture morning after prom. This young man has a picture of her child in his house and on many different occasions. He was there with her in the hospital when she was sick. She has visited him at work numerous times, and they have gone on numerous outings. Their daughters have played together, and the timestamp on the picture showed that they were hanging out weekly. There is even proof that they spent 2 days together back to back. She wrote under his picture that she loved him, and even wrote a jealous rant when he posted a pic with another girl. Now Miss Deelishis claims she's just a fan. She went to prom that he's just a fan, and she went to prom as a nice gesture. However, how is your fan getting to spend time with you on a weekly basis? What's wrong with these grown adults robbing the cradle? As bad as Deelishis is, there are 100 men who would hit that and stick with it. The worst part is he ain't even got no money. She is an outright fool. Where is his mama at? I suppose after her divorce with her hubby in Orlando, okay, she was married. She decided to pick her men from the playground. This is all the pictures. And I remember this because I actually mentioned this because it came up a few years ago, and I mentioned this on one of my older videos. I don't even know if that video is still up, but I did mention it. And she's kissing all on this young boy. She's just kissing all on him. This is all these little pictures. Let me stop sharing. Succubus. See, it's not about money. She wasn't with that boy for no money. She wasn't even with that boy for prestige. She's sucking the energy out of that boy. You understand? The goal of a succubus is not money. She subsists off of the energy, and she subsists off of the control of men through her sexual image, her sexual energy, and her sexual prowess. She is a succubus, which is a predator of men. She preys on their masculine energy. Raymond left because he's almost depleted. He was feeling that. Whoa. He doesn't have any control, and he could not assert any masculine control in that household. That was her domain. That was her house. That was her money. Then was her kids, and that was her relationship. And how dare he? See, she denied it was about money, and she right. Did she benefit off his money? Of course she did. Okay, of course she did. But that was not the main point. The main point of this whole thing and why he left And he's not even saying she's cheating, because he don't leave you if he cheat. He leave you if you cheat, Dumbo. No, man, it's not often that a man leave his wife if he's cheating. Duh. He trying to keep both of them. BOFFUM. He trying to keep both of them. Okay? Okay? That's the whole point. Women do that. I'm out of here because he cheating. Y'all do that. Y'all do that. He left her. Said that it was irretrievably broken. That is a value difference. He thought he was getting a wife, and he did not. He got a demon. He got a succubus. Sucking all the life out of him. Money was secondary. Might even been third. She was sucking every piece of life, energy, and masculine light out of that man faster than he could generate it. He gotta go. She don't even like him, friend zone for months. She don't like him. But he was a willing participant that walked into her web, and she ate him. And he might have got out of there just in time. One can only hope. I may revisit this because there's a lot to talk about with the succubus and with her level of chaos that she's actually operating in. It's very deep. But sound off in the comment section. Let me know what you think. Like, share, subscribe to the channel if you have not. And once again, I'm your host, The Crimson Cure, and this was my perspective. Bye-bye, Crimsonites.
Hey guys, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. And if you've got more to say on the topic, leave a comment down below. Also, don't forget to support our sponsor, who so graciously supports this channel by clicking the description box and the link for A-Game at agameherbal.com. You can go ahead and get a 10% discount off of your next purchase using the code Kendra10. This has been yet another Crimson Cure production, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.